What's going on? What's going on?
What's going on? How's everybody doing?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Great Game Challenge. Today we have a reaction video. I know it's been a while since we've done a reaction video, but we are back with one. Today we're going to be reacting to a video by the runner of Rebound, but they have a football account, Touchdown. It's called Touchdown. We're going to be reacting to how NFL players got their jersey numbers. So maybe we'll be seeing, some Tom Brady. Maybe we'll be seeing some Derrick Henry. Maybe
Exactly.
I don't know. Those are just jerseys around us. I don't know. So anyway, I say we just go ahead and let's check it out. Let's go.
All right.
You might think it's just random jersey numbers, but there's hidden meanings behind why players chose them. Like DeAndre Hopkins. His jersey number isn't something he chose. The police did.
Before we do this really quick, DeAndre Hopkins, right? Dad. So I think he's the second best wide receiver in the league right now. I got him like maybe third. I got him top 3. Where do you have him on the wide receiver ranking list?
I think right now, I'm like 6 or 7.
6 or 7? I believe on the fantasy football it was 6.
I think he's up there.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
All right.
And it all started when DeAndre grew up in South Carolina, in the projects. DeAndre easily could have slipped into this lifestyle, but his cousin wouldn't let him. He convinced DeAndre to use football as an escape. He saw DeAndre's potential and tried his hardest to be a role model. But making it out of the hood is easier said than done. And his cousin, he fell right into the trap and started selling drugs. How's this dude telling you not to get into the street life and then gets into the street life? What? Yeah, I guess when you're making thousands, you become a dummy. So his name became hot in the streets. But one day, the police got an anonymous tip. They pulled up to his cousin's house, busted in his door, and found exactly what they were looking for. So they arrested him. And when the judge got a hold of his cousin, he was found guilty and forced to serve 10 years in jail. DeAndre was heartbroken, but he couldn't let this hold him back. So he grinded even harder and made it a goal to go pro for his cousin. And in 2013, he accomplished that goal, being drafted to the Texans. Fast forward to 2020.
I'm sorry. What? He was drafted by the Texans?
It was Texans for a while. He was very good at the Texans. Yeah, I wish we kind of kept him, but
what? I thought he was always a Cardinal.
No, it was the Texans first.
Dang, the Cardinal. It's kind of like how the Rockets take players from the OKC Thunder. The Cardinals are taking players from the Texans.
Yeah, exactly.
And they took DeAndre Hopkins and they took J.J. Watt.
Right. So they took
like
two best players with the Texans.
Yeah, kind of like how we took James Harden and then we took Russell Westbrook. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Man, that's crazy. I did not know he played for the Texans.
That is crazy.
DeAndre was traded to the Cardinals, so people blew up his Twitter asking what number he'd choose. And he tweeted, "My big cousin from South Carolina did 10 years in jail for $600 worth of drugs. Let that sink in. That's the real reason I wear number 10. Damn." Deshaun Watson may be in the NFL, but his jersey number was inspired by one of the most random NBA players ever, J.J. Redick.
J.J. Redick.
Growing up, Deshaun wanted to be exactly like him. So instead of football, he played basketball in high school and tried to play exactly like him, being a 3-point shooter. Deshaun also wore the number 4, just like J.J. Redick. This dude's really obsessed with J.J. Redick. Like, I'd get LeBron or Jordan, but J.J. Redick? Huh? That's your idol? What? Why? Well, Deshaun went on the Dan Patrick Show to help.
See, like, are you gonna say something?
No, I'm like, he's like, why? I was agreeing with him. Why out of all the numbers,
I know, like,
you choose that and that person.
I know, but like, why, like J.J. Redick? Like, what?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what about him? Like, if you like 3-point shooting, why don't you like? Maybe it's just like a specific way he does it.
Maybe so.
I don't know. Maybe he just likes the person in general. Maybe he's had a personal interaction with him. Who knows?
Right.
Maybe he's probably about to explain it right here.
Right.
Help us understand why.
You idolize J.J. Redick.
I did, and I still do.
Really?
Yeah.
Because?
Me and my mom, we grew up Duke fans. My mom loved Coach K. She loved Duke, so that's what I was raised on. And at that time when I was watching basketball and playing, JJ Redick was the guy. He had number 4, which was my favorite number. He can shoot threes, which what I like to do. And I just fell in love
Have
with
you
him.
met JJ Redick?
I have not.
Paulie, bring out JJ Redick.
That's interesting.
That's awesome.
I mean, that makes sense that like in college you just like someone, then like that's kind of who you stick with throughout like their career and stuff. That makes
Exactly.
I believe he's with the Pelicans right now.
Right. And that's so cool. He's about to meet him. That's awesome.
I don't know. I think they're laughing. I don't know if you really meant that.
I will say, yeah.
I don't know.
I hope they bring it back.
I thought you were serious.
If you could have played,
Oh, I was serious too.
Nah, he's not there.
Oh, okay. I was looking for him to be there. I know they were joking.
But I was hoping.
Yeah, me too.
And even in football, Deshaun's represented for him. He wore the number 4 in college at Clemson and in the NFL with the Texans. All for JJ Redick. But at least he didn't have to go through something.
Also, do you think Deshaun's going to stay with the Texans his entire career? Do you think he's going to get traded?
No, I think he's gonna get traded. He wants out of Houston.
Where do you think he'd go though?
Yeah, they have this new quarterback, Tyrone. I forgot his last name, and he's looking pretty good. Well, they still losing, so I'm not sure what's gonna do. Maybe they're gonna go back and forth with them. I don't know. But I know last season I think he went out of Houston. So
who did they beat? Didn't they beat somebody?
I'm not sure who they beat. So
I thought that they. Oh my gosh! So okay, as of right now, we're playing. So as of right now, like there's like game as we're recording, this game going on. As of right now, the Texans are losing to the Bills 33-0. How,
I don't know.
Coach, if I was the Texans coach, I'd be so mad.
I'm not sure if I picked the Texans or if I picked the Bills. I don't know.
All right, so they beat the Jaguars, and then they lost to the Browns and the Panthers. So, all right. Oh my gosh, that's 33-0. That's crazy.
Yeah, interesting.
All right, wow, man.
Horrifying to get his number, like Lamar Jackson. The reason Lamar chose his jersey number is heartbreaking. Growing up, his dad meant everything to him. He was the one who introduced Lamar to football. The two would practice in the front yard every single day and study the NFL every single night. But that was all put to a stop.
What happened?
On his way home from work, Lamar's father was in a car accident,
Oh no.
killing him instantly.
Oh,
And
man.
if that wasn't bad enough, his grandmother passed away later that day as well. Just imagine losing 2 of the closest
Oh my
people
God.
to you on the same day. This was a lot for 8-year-old
That'd be
Lamar to
heartbreaking.
handle. He
Yeah,
was
it
beyond
is.
hurt. So he used football to escape his reality. And by the time he got to high school, well, he became a star. And that's where he rocked the number 7 for his idol, Michael Vick. And Lamar
Michael
played
Vick.
exactly like him,
Okay.
putting
He
up
wears number 8,
record-breaking numbers, and every
No, he wears
college
number
wanted a
7.
piece. But when Lamar got to the University of Louisville, things changed. See,
Yeah.
Reggie Bonifant was already wearing number 7, so Lamar was forced to pick a new number. At first, he didn't know what to do, but after talking to his mom, they decided on the number 8 to represent the tragedy that Lamar was faced with at 8 years old, keeping his dad
Oh.
and grandma with him at all times. And that didn't change when Lamar was drafted to the NFL. Repping the number 8, that's why he turned into a superstar so quickly, because it's more than just him out there. He's got his family with him. Damn, that was a tough story to get through. So we need to lighten the mood a little bit, all right? This next guy, he didn't get his number from a tragedy. He had to spend racks to get the number he wanted. Darrell Revis has one of the most expensive jersey
Who?
numbers ever. Back in 2007, when he was drafted to the Jets, he
I've
became
never
one
heard
of the
of this
league's
guy.
most feared cornerbacks. And he did all this while wearing the number 24. See, he repped 24 for Kobe Bryant and wanted to come out each game with the Mamba mentality. But when he was traded to the Buccaneers in 2013, there was a big problem. Mark Barron already had the number 24, and he wasn't planning on changing it. But Darrell, he wasn't going to take no for an answer. So the two went into fierce negotiations for the next few days. And Mark told Darrell that if he wanted 24, he'd have to pay him 6 digits. Damn,
Oh,
6 figures
ow.
for a jersey? Oh, hell no, this dude's
You
tripping.
didn't do it.
Yeah, Darrell wasn't having it. So they went back and forth for a few more days, and the two finally agreed on a price. $50,000
That's
for a
crazy.
jersey number. Jesus Christ.
Okay, like put that into perspective. What could you buy with? You could probably buy a car for
You got
$50,000.
a lot of stuff, right?
Probably
Oh,
buy
jersey.
And you spend it on a jersey number. That could be that $50,000. That could go towards to so many other things that could actually go to good
Right.
use. Honestly, if I was in this situation, I would just pick a new number. You could do 8.
I would too.
If 8 was available, Kobe wore number 8. I
Sure.
mean, also,
You
if
pick
you
a
just
new
want to do
number.
something- I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. All right.
Man,
In
that's
2013,
crazy.
this dude could have bought 250 Bitcoin for that. I hope that jersey was worth it. He could have had an extra 10 milli, but that's not all he could have had. He could have had hundreds of millions of dollars. If he dropped a like and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, that's right. We got the power to make you rich. Ooh, so what are you doing? Subscribe. But anyways, the jersey represents everything Darrell believed in. And that's why he's dead
You know what? We're not taking any chances. As you can see, we're subscribed right here. So we need to get our $100 million. I mean,
I agree.
all right.
Subscribe.
Subscribe to our channel too, by the way, please.
set on wearing it on every NFL team he joins. Some people like Darrell, they're just inspired by other athletes. But Russell Wilson, he had his jersey number chosen by God himself. Growing up, Russell's father, Harrison, was his everything. He influenced Russell to become a spiritual and religious person. And together, they would pray and go to church every week. But Harrison also wanted to see Russell do huge things, like, make the MLB or the NFL. So they decided they'd do whatever it takes to make it happen. Now, Russell didn't enjoy baseball as much as he enjoyed football, but at the end of the day, he wanted to make his dad proud. And giving up the sport he was gifted at didn't sound smart. So for a while, he tried to balance both. They studied film, worked out together, and Russell got really good at the two sports. But at 16 years old, he was hit with a decision that would change the rest of his life. The Orioles, an MLB team, offered Russell a $350,000 contract in high school. This marked a turning point in Russell's life. He had to decide between a guaranteed career in the MLB or his true passion of football. With money on the line, he said no to $350,000 and decided to play it safe by continuing to play baseball, the sport he was more naturally gifted at, but keep working on his football skills because, that was his true passion. So from 2008 to 2010, Russell played football and baseball for NC State. But scouts were still more interested in him for the MLB than the NFL. And on June 8th, 2010, the Rockies drafted Russell Wilson with the 140th pick, officially making the MLB.
Now, I did not know that Russell Wilson was a part of the MLB.
Me neither.
I did not know that. So I'm learning some new things today.
Me too. Yeah, I didn't know he was a good baseball player. I guess it goes hand in hand. You got some people good at baseball and football.
By the way, how many picks are in the MLB draft? What is it? Did you say like the 140th pick or something? Like
Maybe so. I'm not.
Than the
I'm
NFL.
not
And on June 8th, 2010, the Rockies drafted Russell Wilson with the 140th pick.
140 picks.
Well,
Dang.
probably more than that.
I don't know. Okay, that's
right.
crazy.
Officially making the MLB. But moments later, Russell got a phone call. He thought it would be his dad calling to congratulate him, but it was the hospital, and his dad, Harrison,
Oh no.
was in trouble. Russell's dad was being rushed to the ER after having a stroke. And on the phone, doctors let Russell know that his dad was in critical condition. So him, his mom, and grandma raced to the hospital as fast as they could. But when they got there, Doctors told them Harrison needed rest to have the best chance of recovering. That meant Russell couldn't visit his dad. So Russell and his family did the only thing they could do: pray. When all of a sudden, Russell felt something in the air, telling him to go into his dad's room against the doctor's orders.
Oh, wow.
And he remembers this moment perfectly, saying, I walked in, I could see the EKG monitor, and I said, "Hey, Dad, I'm here." I knew my dad could hear everything. He was waiting for something great to happen. And I was telling him about how I got drafted. And as soon as I said that, the line went flat. That's how I knew the Lord is real. That's how I knew he went in peace and is here watching me right now. Russell made the MLB, and it was all for his dad. But after his dad passed away, things became clearer for Russell. He realized he was playing it safe with baseball. More than anything, he wanted to make his dad proud. And now that he did that, it was time to make Russell proud. So he put all of his focus into football and had a great playing career at the University of Wisconsin. And then it happened. He was drafted to the Seahawks in 2012. And when it came to the number Russell would choose, he thought back to that moment with his dad. And he knew religion had to play a big part in his career. So Russell announced, I choose the number 3 to honor the Holy Trinity, keeping his dad with him every time he steps on the field. This was an easy choice for Russell, but some NFL players really struggle to pick a number. And Patrick Mahomes nearly cost himself millions of dollars because he couldn't make up his mind. It all started at the 2017 NFL Draft. Mahomes was selected with the 10th pick by the Chiefs and was expected to become their star quarterback. He wanted to rep the number 5 like he did in high school and college. But there was one gigantic problem.
I forgot Mahomes.
At the time, the Chiefs had a kicker named Cairo Santos, and he was already rocking the number 5. So people started asking Mahomes if he was going to force his teammate to give up the number.
Wait a second. Is he going to do 15 because it's 1-5?
5, maybe so. That's what it looks like.
Oh, no. If that's it, then that's kind of, I don't know.
4.
Yeah.
But being the new guy, he didn't want to rub anyone the wrong way. Even though the number 5 was important to him, he decided to go with the number 15 instead. And with that, jerseys started being made for the upcoming season. They started advertising the new star quarterback, and people were already putting in pre-orders. But then Mahomes started thinking twice about it, and he was considering buying out the number 5, not realizing this would cause a disaster. If he changed his mind now, he'd have to buy every single jersey they ship to the stores. I'm talking millions of dollars, dog. Ain't no one trying to pay for all that. Not to mention,
This happened before. This happened. What was it? But like, it happened in the NBA. It was LeBron. I remember when Anthony Davis he first went to the Lakers.
Right.
He just got there. So before he was on the Lakers, he was on the Pelicans. And then LeBron, he wore number 23, and Anthony Davis also wore number 23. And then they were like, who's going to wear number 23? But then they were like, okay, we'll make Anthony Davis wear number 23. That's what LeBron said. But then that would have cost him, he would have had to do the exact same thing that he's saying. It would have cost him millions of dollars. So then LeBron ended up wearing 23, and then Anthony Davis ended up wearing number 3.
Yeah.
the Chiefs kicker and the rest of the team weren't going to like that. So Mahomes finally made up his mind and said, that's the thing. I actually like 15 a lot. I got drafted 10th, and I wore number 5. And there's not really any other quarterbacks that have 15. So 5 is a special place with me. But we'll see how it goes. And with that, Patrick is still repping the number 15 to this day. You know, not everything can go the way you want it. Sometimes you just got to roll with the punches. I mean, some players have to pay fines, get injured. Some of them even become criminals. And all of these horrible things have mysteriously happened to every player on the cover of Madden. Yeah. Some people are even saying there's a curse. Oh, you want to hear more about that? Well, click on this video right here. This is about the Madden curse.
Man, that was
That was interesting.
That was definitely a good video right there.
Right.
That was interesting. About the curse thing, we actually did a video about that, about the NBA 2K cover curse, which is pretty interesting. Well, thank you guys for watching today's video. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe button. Dad, which jersey story do you think was the most interesting?
I think I kind of like number 4, the Jackson. That
Oh,
no, number 7. That he had a chance at number 8. I thought that was
Lamar.
Yeah, what about you?
I like Russell Wilson's story. I think that was my favorite.
I think all the story was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching today's video. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you can post notified when we post a new video. Have anything else to say, Dad?
No, sir. That's it.
All right, we will see you guys next time. Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.